Good morning. Earlier this week we did something with a magazine, or actually two magazines. We're gonna do something that also involves magazines. So if you don't have magazines, sorry. But if you do, here's another thing you can do with those magazines. Once again, if you don't have magazines, maybe you could find ads or other pictures in your house to do this with. So what we're gonna do for this one is you're going to draw pictures on paper, and then you'll cut them out and put them into magazines to kind of interact. So actually, I think I'm gonna do one for the cover, and I'm gonna do a person standing with their back to like they're facing towards the water in the mountain, so their backs to us, and then have their arms up, kind of excited to be there in nature. I'm gonna do that for that one, and then there was another one I marked. There's this one. It has a bunch of flowers, and I was thinking I was gonna draw a little bee to buzz around and enjoy these flowers. So those are the two pictures I'm going to use. So when you find your pictures, kind of keep in mind the size, so you know about how big to draw your little picture to go with it. So I'm going to switch. All right, so here is my paper. So I'm going to, once again, do a person standing with their back to the viewer, to us, and then also a bumblebee. So actually, I'm going to start with the bee. I think that'll be the easiest. I'm going to draw with Sharpie. I'm going to just draw them both on the same paper because I'm going to cut them out after. So my bee. It's going to be pretty simple. Of course, whatever you draw is going to depend on what your picture is that you're gonna add these to. So don't feel like you have to draw what I'm drawing, because it'll completely change depending on what you're making. Bumblebee. And I think I'll do a short little trail behind it. That's it, super simple. The other one, let's see, sides, arms coming up. And I am using Sharpie, so I can't erase if I mess up, but I want to make sure you can see it and it'll show up good in the magazine. You could always draw with pencil, then trace with marker, or you could start with marker. This is going to be the back of someone's head, so I'm just going to do their hair. And I think it's going to be a girl with long hair. Peek back at my magazine, kind of figure out if this is going to be too big or if it'll be just right. I think it'll work. Like rolled capris on. All right, so those are everything super fast, super easy. So I'm just gonna cut them out. It's okay if you don't get completely to your lines, because especially at the B, how am I gonna cut out that line, that implied line with those dashed lines? There's no way to cut them out unless I cut out around them. So there'll be some extra paper. These do not have to be perfect. If you do something basic, you could maybe use it on more than one picture. So like this one of the girl, I might be able to use in some of the other pictures in the outdoor photography magazine, because there are other pictures that are like scenery that she could be like standing in. Okay, so here's the first one. Of course, you can add color if you want to add color. So let's keep this up. Should be standing right here in those flowers, enjoying the view. Move her over to just kind of where I want to do it. And like I said, there's probably other pictures actually that I can use to put her in. This one. She's enjoying the night sky now. Another one. There's just a few rocks here at the bottom she could stand on, looking out at the water. So that one actually could be used for several things. The other one was the bee, so let me cut out the bee. This one I'm not going to cut out so neat. I'm going to leave an edge so you can kind of see what that looks like. So if you don't want to cut so perfectly, you don't have to feel like you have to. You'll know what it looks like at least. Okay, so there's my little buzzing bee. There's my flowers, and my bee could be buzzing in to check out those flowers. So once again, just draw something on paper, cut it out, and then you could put it in those magazines. So if you have pictures, you could do it with pictures too, because you're not going to draw on them. You're just going to cut something out and put it onto it. You don't need to glue them down or tape them down. If you really like how it comes out and it is something that you can cut out or take out, then you could always do that and save your pictures, right? So if you really liked how this came out, you could save it if that was something you were allowed to do with that magazine. Otherwise, just enjoy messing around. You could put these in over family photos and calendars and just kind of hold them up. Move them around, have fun, and just see what you come up with. And that's it. Just another reminder that Friday, there's going to be the district-wide window and porch art show. So if you want to hang up artwork in your house, showing out your windows, that would be great. And you could take pictures, share it to the hashtag. And then these pictures on Artsonio, you could just put in that magazine art assignment too. So the same one where you just drew in it, you could put these ones in that one. And once again, if you do something like this, depending on what it is you're making, what it is the pictures of, then you can kind of switch it up, right? So she could work in this one. But she also works on the cover and she works in other ones. Like with this food magazine, I bet if I put someone with their mouth open, like from the side, pretending to eat something, then I could put them on a bunch of pages. So just whatever makes sense for whatever magazines or pictures you have. And that's it for today. I will see you guys for the next video.